I always love these kind of readings because it's very much about linking in with your subconscious, linking in with your intuition, linking in with your inner self, your guide universe, whatever you want to be calling it. The name isn't necessarily, but the message is. And this is a message from your higher self to give you some kind of guidance in your path and what's to come. So let me get my cards and then we'll have a look. I love this because as I'm shuffling, these cards are beginning to fall out. There's sorry, I'm going to try a different way of shuffling just to see if these cards come out any quicker. Never shuffled this way, so I'm shuffling basically by doing that. I'm so used, oops, oh god, cards are falling out. I'm so used to doing the standard shuffle, and I think I'll probably stick to that because the side shuffle just isn't working for me, because all the cards are falling out rather than the cards that I actually need. I mean, look at this. This is like a whole bundle. This is like a whole encyclopedia of cards. Okay, so that just proves to me that your higher self has a lot of messages that it wants to be sharing with you. So the first things that are coming through, which is for some reason I need to give you guys listening to this video some form of reassurance. And I'm linking into why you need that reassurance, but I kind of feel that there may be something going on around you that feels a little uncertain. And I want to give you that guidance and maybe some kind of reassurance that things will be okay, that you will be okay. Because whether that's a feeling that you're going to be losing a job, or whether that's that feeling that the person you like or the person you're currently with, things are a little unsettled there and lots of unanswered questions, or whether that's to do with anything else that might be going on a general basis in your life. The message coming through is, one, to reassure you, but secondly, just to say it's all going to be okay. The other thing I love, and I use these words quite often, manifesting, signs from the universe, and I actually have two cards which are named manifesting and signs, and I will show you these. Let me pull the cards out. Can you see manifesting and signs? So this is basically in some ways confirmation from the universe, but also that reassurance that this video in itself